you get my soul. I don't want to go leave my soul. Hey, baby, set my soul. You know you want this before. Come on, baby, turn around. Let me see you pretty good right. Don't you know that I love you? Please don't leave me this alone.
Give it up for the band, everyone. And Ronald Chandler, $40 to get them out here. 60 if you wore pants, but I was like, fuck it, just pay the $40 and get them out here. Let's do it. That's how show business is when you're starting out. So, I'm Joey G, or like my friends and family from Mexico call me Yoey. And I've been doing comedy for a couple years now. Before I started this crap, I wanted to be a singer. Yeah. My stage name was Justin Biener. I wrote a hit song called Biener Please on iTunes, if you want to check it out. It's out there. So another thing I think I should tell you about myself is I got COVID. What? I'm just kidding, I don't believe in COVID. And masks don't work. Seriously. Like, I think masks don't work, that I can't wait for Halloween. I'm gonna set my house up with a big Halloween display and a haunted house, get full-size candy bars, and when the kids come up, I'm gonna rip their fucking masks off, kick them in the balls, and fucking peg them in the ass with a giant American flag, and just whisper in their ears, masks don't work, punk. I knew you were just a piece of shit kid, you're not Chucky. Fuck out of here. What? Alright, whatever. Don't make this weird, you guys. So, I probably should ask this first, but are there any libtards in the audience tonight?
Yeah!
Oh, good. Good. Fucking libtards. I fucking hate libtards, you know? They believe in all this stupid shit like COVID, facts, science, books. I fucking hate books. Except for fuck books. Those are the only books I like to read, fuck books. And the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, I like that too. That's my jam. Except when they try to put like fatties in there, I just rip it out like, get this fucking culture shit out of here. Or like dark-skinned African chicks, I'm just like, throw that shit away. I'm not looking for culture in my Sports Illustrated porno book. But I'm just kidding, guys. I'm a libtard too, believe it or not. I know some of you are thinking like, is that Felipe Esparza's brother up there? No, I'm not. I'm his cousin. If you don't know who Felipe Esparza is, forget that joke. It doesn't work. But I do. I like culture and diversity. That's my thing. Like, we should all celebrate each other's culture and diversity. That's what I'm into. Because when I go to the strip club, I want to see white hoes, Asian hoes, black hoes, seriously, all the hoes. If the DJ puts on music, he's like, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get excited. Because I love me some Navajos. Yeah, whatever, man. You guys showed up, don't blame me. You knew we were off Alvernon and Grand Road. I'll get pissed off now. But, no, I like everybody. I celebrate everyone. I appreciate all. People were upset. Remember they were looking for this chick, Gabby Petito? Yeah, people were like, they're only looking for her because she's a hot white chick. It's like, duh. Who else are you gonna? That's all I look for in life is hot white chicks. What else are you gonna be looking for? I was like, because I was at first I got mad. I'm like, yeah, fuck her. They're only looking at her because she's a hot white chick. And then I thought, I fucking love hot white chick. Fuck yeah, let's go look for her. You know? I was thinking like, I'll look for any hot white chick. If I was fucking gay, I would look for dudes too, like white dudes. I wouldn't care, because I'd probably fuck white dudes too, like old, dusty, dingy white dudes. Just fucking taking it right fucking taking it right in the ass, like super, like, all right, Wayne, fuck yeah, just give it to me. If they ever fucking find you in the woods, I'm gonna make sure they go look for you, okay? What? All right, guys. I'm working this shit. All right, guys. You've been a great crowd. I love you guys. Let me bring up the host of the show. She fucking kicks ass. She's had a show at the Winch for several years. She's done festivals. She kicks butt. She does shows all over the country, Phoenix, Tucson, wherever she can get it. She's been to the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, all that stuff. Give her some love. Roxy Morari, everyone.
I like how he says all over the country, Phoenix, Tucson, LA, that's my whole world. 2 states, the whole country. I mean,
Cities that matter.
no New York, New Orleans, Detroit, they're all pretty good. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. The first minute back post-pandemic, which even it was done before pandemic, right? But here we are, and Joey asked me to host because, as he mentioned, I used to have a show every Monday night, and he saw me on the street just like jonesing because we couldn't open my show again. So he's like, I'm gonna do Monday and you can host it. So here we are. Woohoo! Yeah, so we have like some booked people coming up, and then we have an open mic, and we've got a band. So this is really fun, you guys. Go to some comedy. It's great to be performing live again, man. Zoom sucked for comics. I mean, pandemic sucked for comics. We had to do comedy on Zoom. Anybody do that? Anybody watch comedy on Zoom? It was awful, right? It was like, tell a joke, and then 5 minutes later, ha ha ha. I mean, it's one thing to be sitting in a room where you can't see people because there's a spotlight and you know everybody's on their phone, but it's another thing to be just looking at like 18 squares of everybody on their goddamn phone. It sucks. It's weird too, because like I'm sitting down, I was on my bed, I had my computer open, I could see myself, I could see what was behind me. Turns out I have a headboard, who knew? It's green, I didn't know. I'm always too close to it to see it, you know, like. So, turns out I got a fucking headboard. I disagree with your producer here. I do think masks work. Because I wore a mask for a year and didn't get COVID, and then I took it off and I got COVID. So that was my experience. I don't know, I think if it ever happens again, maybe we could just like rebrand the masks, make them more appealing to a wider audience. What do you think? Like, I think for the guys, we just like rebrand them, like just call them Magnum. You know? Like, can you just see a guy like, it's always so tight, but now with these new Magnum masks, lots of room for my big square jaw. It's much more comfortable. Right? Or get like sheepskin ones, right? Like, I used to not be able to feel anything, but with these new sheepskin masks, the sensitivity's there. I'm not just picking on the guys, right? Like, I mean, we definitely need to find a way to put the masculine back in the masks, right? But we could also find a way to put the ass back in mask for the women, right? What do you think? We can find a mask that, I don't know, lifts and separates? Something like that? I don't know, this is Arizona. I think if we want to get everybody to wear a mask, we just put a gum rack on them. How to do it. I don't know, I had to wait a while before I could get the vaccine, and I did get it. But even now, you know, that doesn't take care of everything. There's all kinds of colds and flus and all kind of shit going on around here, right? But when I get sick or start to feel like I'm having a cold, you know, I don't have great health insurance. But I found a way to get free antibiotics. I just go to McDonald's and I order the 50-piece chicken McNuggets. That's where all the antibiotics are. It's fucking great to be doing comedy. It's good to be out again, you know? Like, I'm using my Tinder again, right? Yeah, but like to find a babysitter. Right? Like tonight, I like got on Tinder and I'm all swipe, and a guy came over and he's like, what kind of date really turns you on? And I'm like, you know what gets me so hot is just when you stay here and watch Disney movies for a couple of hours. Well, I I go take a shot of vodka and host a show. We good? We're good, right? It's fine. I'm sure they're fine. They're at my house now. It's cool. Whatever. You look so concerned. Like, don't worry about it, dude. This is Arizona. My daughter's 10. Like, obviously she's got a gun. Not a millennial. Who do you think taught me how to use the app? She's got one just for study dates for kids. It's called Kinder. She might be on a date when I get home. I don't know, I want a date. Maybe I'll use it like to meet some nice young guys or something. Yeah, we're good. I don't know. Dating's okay. I don't know, I can date like a wide range of ages now, which is weird. Like I can date people half my age now, which is totally weird. Not that I want to do that, but like I can. I mean, anybody can, but like I can do it and not be a pedophile.
Nice.
These young guys, they're like, oh, Roxy, I'm gonna blow your back out. I'm gonna I'm like, you've been watching too much porn, kid. And also, that's not a flex, it's not a brag. Like, I do that every day getting out of bed. All right, you guys, we got such a good show for you tonight. I'm gonna be hosting, so you need to announce your credits so you can impress this Grand Road audience. Let me know, okay? So the first 4 people, they're all very accomplished, wonderful comedians. I'm gonna bring up your first comic. She has been in the Four Corners Comedy Festival. She performs all over, originally from New Mexico. Please welcome the very funny and talented Autumn Horvath.
Hey. Yeah, that was weird. They're like, what are your credits? I was like, I don't have any. Have you guys heard of the Four Corners Comedy Festival? Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's okay. Is anyone else's weight on their driver's license their goal weight? Some people. Mine too. Maybe one day. That's it for that joke, just forget about it. Are there any agricultural producers here tonight? No, I have to ask. Do you grow animals or crops, sir? That's kind of what my job is, so I don't want to see anyone I might work with later. Or for them to see me, I guess. I just graduated. Thank you. Yes! I did it for the applause. Thank you so much. I got my degree in rangeland management, which seems like maybe not a degree, but it is. I thought it was like interior design for cows. It's not. It is not. But it is a growing field. That is a pun. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. And then so I graduated and then I got a job, which was crazy. Yeah, thank you. It fucking sucks. Oh my god. The worst thing ever. 40 hours a week. Anyone here work 40 hours a week? I don't know. I've just been doing it for 3 months and I want to fucking kill myself. I don't know. It's horrible. Does anyone here have a saddle? Own a saddle? No? Some people do? You are more qualified to do my job than I am. If you have a saddle, you could do it better than me. I am really, really unqualified. But it's okay because I work for the federal government. Does not matter. I've been promoted twice already. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. have you guys heard of Hugh Hammond Bennett? No? He's very famous. So, he was a man and a scientist. So, in like the early 19 teens, he became a scientist. He started talking about soil erosion. And in the good. Soil erosion, yes, we talked about soil erosion. And no one really cared. They're like, shut up, Hugh. And he was like, it's gonna be, he called it a national menace. They're like, fuck you, we don't care. Then, he didn't give up. He just kept pursuing soil erosion. And then the 1930s happened. And you guys all know what happened in the 1930s. It did happen. That compounded the issue, but also the Dust Bowl happened in the 1930s. The Dust Bowl. You guys know the Dust Bowl? No. Really not. Yeah, no, it's not great. But it really freaked people out because our Earth was just blown away. People didn't know what was going to happen. And then everyone cared what Hugh Hammond Bennett had to say. They're like, wait, come back. Maybe we do care. And he got to go and testify in front of Congress. And he actually timed his speech to wait until this dust storm came through Washington, D.C. It was really cool. So he kept postponing. He got out there, started testifying, and then in the middle of the speech, he stopped. He was like, and you can look out the window and see the whole planet disappearing, and people stopped. There's audible gasps on the audio recording. Then they voted and they gave Hugh Hammond Bennett his own governmental agency, the Soil Conservation Service. Right? Yeah. And then they expanded it to the NRCS, which is Natural Resource Conservation Service, which is who I work for. So, yes, if this guy can do that, I think I can do something too. All right.
I love that you just did a joke about Hugh Hammond Offner and the
Bennett.
Oh, Bennett, sorry. And the Dust Bowl, that's awesome. Who else does a Dust Bowl joke in America?
After listening to that set. I feel like that was like a crash course right there. So folks, I just want to remind you that if you're going to be smoking cigarettes, to please do it in the uncovered part of the room. For those, yeah, thank you so much. Okay, we're going to keep going right now with your next performer, who originally is from Indiana. He has performed all over the place, including the Tempe Improv right here in Arizona. Please give a big warm welcome to Derek.
Over there. Can we get that done? All right. Vincent would be very proud. So I'm thinking, when I was listening to Hugh Hefner got pussy, but this guy, he soiled sheets, the Hugh guy. But that's what I was thinking. Like, that's what my horny, 28-year-old mind was thinking. I was like, that guy's getting pussy. I'm not getting any pussy, so I'm thinking about what dead people's thinking, you know, like how much pussy they get, you know. It's all good. So, you guys having a good day in Tucson? Good night, Tucson? Man, I think that's the most exciting. You guys are better than ASU, and you guys got a worse football team and fucking higher hepatitis rates, man. Yeah. Woo, but I I went down to the Circle K out here, man. Meth Lissa, you guys seen Meth Lissa? She's like tripping out, like spazzing out and shit. So much ice, I think, is in her veins. She should be a Mortal Kombat downloadable character. She's like, fuck, 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 fuck. I can tell, man, you're gonna use that character, and you're gonna spam, and you're gonna beat this guy, and you're gonna be like, I fucking kicked your ass, man. Pop, pop, pop. Suck my dick, bro. Meth Lissa did. She sucked a lot of dick. That's how she got her powers. And I'm just like, how is Meth Lissa? You know, she's there. She's got a boyfriend, dude. She's dating Bobby at the Circle K. Like, how's she dating Bobby? Like, how do they have enough time to even hang out? Like, Bobby gets 10 breaks. How the hell does Bobby get 10 breaks at Circle K? I work at Amazon. I don't even get one. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, she's just tonguing him down, like her and Bobby just making out and shit. I'm like, damn, like I know Bobby might have hepatitis now, but I'm like, how? Like, he's got a girlfriend, and I can't even get a match on Tinder, man. Like, I try to use Tinder. I think I'm shadow banned. Like, I think Trump and like them got me like fucking shadow banned on Tinder. It's horrible. It's horrible. I matched with a girl though on a dating app, and she's like, "You look like the love child of Fred Flintstone and Rosie O'Donnell." And I was like, "Damn, that's cool." So me being the clever individual I am, I was like, "Girl, I can make your bed rock," you know. And I wasn't talking about getting anything. When I roll over after, you know, we get done watching the 3rd episode of Tiger King, I gotta find that remote. And Tiger King, and they're saying, "Are you still watching?" Yeah, that bed's gonna rock. It's gonna go. You know, I gained 30 pounds during COVID, and that's bad. You know what I mean? Like, I should be losing weight, but I'm gaining weight. You know, aren't viruses supposed to make you lose weight? Now I'm gaining weight during this shit. Like, what the fuck, man? It's just crazy. You know. The biggest fail in American history right now, or not even American history, Netflix history, is fucking bring back fucking Tiger King, man. I don't like Squid Games. I don't like Squid Games. I have to be smart. I have to sit there and watch this shit and pay attention. Pay attention to see if somebody's getting killed. I don't want to do that. I just want to fucking bring back Joe Exotic. Like, I got the meat and I got the tigers and it's America. And it's alright, you know? And I can masturbate to Joe Exotic, and it's alright in the world, man. I mean, because a man that's got that blonde hair and a mullet, I mean, that just gets anybody's dick hard. I don't care if you're straight, gay, whatever you are in America, that's gonna get you going, man. If you're a guy and you're a straight man here and you didn't masturbate to Joe Exotic, you're a fucking liar, and there's a place in hell for you, man. There's a place in hell for you. You know, there's also a place in hell for you, people that don't use turn signals, and Arizona State fans, alright? I mean, they're already the Sun Devils anyway, so you know, they're already burning. The women there will make you burn too, so that's why I think it's called the Arizona State Sun Devils, you know? I'm just saying, here they might bite your dick, it might make you feel a little uneasy and everything, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I like older women. Anybody like them older women here? Any older women? I like them cougars. I'm gonna leave you with this. So, I had a cougar back in Indianapolis. Beautiful woman, nice woman. But then she got mad at me. So, you know, I got a little pee-pee, guys. I got a little pee-pee. So, it only took 2 strokes when I was watching Tiger King, just to let you know. But I was watching, you know, I was hanging out with her and everything was cool. I peed on its floor. I peed on my pee down the floor. I was wiping it up with the Marshall towels, right? She's like, "What the hell you doing with my $9.99 Marshall towels?" And that was the moment I was like, damn, like cougars they'll just yell at you. They're more Jewish than me. And I'm really fucking Jewish. So Jewish that my parents were too cheap to pay for an abortion, okay? But she was yelling about a $9.99 fucking Marshall's towel, making a big ass deal. And I'm like, what the hell? And that was the moment I was like, you know what? Older women, you don't have to sign a prenup. You just have to deal with their bullshit. Younger women, sign a prenup, but at least you get Capri Suns for life, especially if they're single moms. Yeah! And by the way, I get why I look like Rosie O'Donnell. I do kind of look like a lesbian, so it's alright.
Bravo.
You guys have been great. Fucking rock out, Tucson!
I love that you hit every white trash on count of it. You even brought up Meth Lissa, Marshall.
Marshalls. You want to know about Marshalls?
I don't know about Marshall.
It's like Ross but bougie.
Oh, isn't it TJ Maxx now?
You have to have a 600 credit score to go to Marshall.
That's no Marshall. It's TJ Maxx.
Well, and Home Goods, you gotta have like fucking
It
premium.
hasn't been Marshall's for like 10 years.
No, it's Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods, and Ross is for the people with the 200 credit score like me.
Oh, yeah. This is my white trash meal over there. Yeah, oh yeah.
Before I bring up your next comic, can I see that show of hands of people that are into older women one more time? Also, you know, if you had a tiger, maybe you'd get laid more. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm going to bring up your next comic coming to the stage right now. He is the host and producer of the Sports Experience Podcast and also part of the Tucson Bullies. Please give it up for my good friend, Duncan Cole.
Before I say anything, this feels like the swap meet met Grant and fuck Questlove, you guys are the best house band ever. Give it up for these guys. Jesus, that music was awesome. You guys ever get so stoned? Show up to work early the next day? You know, like shit, I lost this job 3 years ago. For smoking on the job, fuck it, I'm at Arby's, I'll take 2 beef and cheddars. So you can tell by now, I went to Catholic school as a kid. I was kind of an asshole. I remember one day I got sent home for a dress code violation. That's right, a dress code violation. Because apparently, at St. Michael's in North Denver, if you don't wear a sweater, you don't get into heaven. Okay? I'll never forget, I came home and my mom was all mad. She's like, Nikki, honey, we send you to private school so the Hispanics don't beat you up. 3 weeks grounding. And then my dad, like a G, just comes out of nowhere. He was like, Dominic, come here, douchebag. Come here. What the fuck were you even wearing? Like a bathrobe and sandals. Why, sir? He said, why the fuck would you wear that to school? I'm like, well, if it's good enough for our Lord and Savior, it's good enough for St. Michael's in North Denver. And my dad, who's a fucking rocket scientist, and an atheist, by the way, he was like, God damn it, that's airtight logic. 1 week grounding, way to stick it to the man. I'll never forget when I was 5, my mom suggested when I was in kindergarten at Catholic school, she's like, Robert, I think Dominic would be perfect for Boy Scouts. And my dad said, Marine, are you fucking serious? Let's just double his chances of getting molested. Tell you what, I'll call a Jew talent agent and we'll get him 3 times in Hollywood. I'll never forget the one winter in the 2nd grade. We were making snow people outside. You know, most people make snowmen. I made a snow lady and I gave her the biggest boobies you would ever see. They got all pissed off at me. My mom's like, we're not paying for you to make snow porn. That's 3 weeks grounding. And then I come home and my dad's like, Dominic, how big was the rack on that snow lady? Probably high C's, Pop. That was all the snow I could find. Faggot, 3 weeks grounding, should have been double D's. Oh man. So I just broke up with my girlfriend recently. I'm recently single the last couple weeks, and thank you. And we were laying in bed one day, and she looks at me and she was like, do you think about other women when we make love? Oh. And we had a relationship built on honesty, so I was like, babe, I only think of you. And Patrick Swayze. And she's like, excuse me? I'm like, the rippling abs, the mullet, how can you not want to fuck him? She's like, and I keep going on about all his movies, and she's like, are you bisexual? I'm like, no, baby, I'm bi Swayze. Let's get down to business. Like, here's my first date movie. It's always my first date movie. You always make them watch Dirty Dancing. Always Dirty Dancing. Why? She thinks you're nice and sensitive while you're getting a boner for Swayze that you're gonna give to her in a few hours. That's called a plan. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is my favorite game in the world is applying for jobs that I don't want to get, okay? And the reason I play this game is I get to do what I like to call Patrick Swayze background check, which is where I replace my shitty work history with all of Patrick Swayze's roles in his movies to make them seem more badass. It's fucking brilliant is what it is. I come in and they're like, oh, it says here you were a dance instructor. I'm like, goddamn right I was a dance instructor. I worked up in the Catskills and taught wealthy Jewish couples how to dance. There was a girl there I taught how to samba, but she taught me how to love. Normally the interview ends there, but if they want to go deeper, I go deeper. It says, like, you have a criminal history here. What's that for? Like, oh, my friends and I, we just wore ex-president masks and robbed banks up and down the California coast. It was fucking great. So I was getting stoned with a buddy of mine recently. He's like, bro, how long can you drag this out? I'm like, forever. And he's like, really, forever? I'm like, goddamn right I can. He's like, well, what if they hire you for a job? I'm like, well, that's perfect. That's perfect. I just fake my own death, put a pottery wheel in HR, and have a Whoopi Goldberg look-alike tell them to take the love with them. Ghost. Yes! All right. Oh, man. Sex cults are back in the news. Give it up for sex cults, everybody. Yeah. It's like the McRib Crystal Pepsi. It's back. It is back. In a good fucking way. I was talking to my brother-in-law about this recently. He was like, bro, why would you ever join a sex cult? And I'm not like a fancy book-learning scientist or anything. Probably because people were having sex there. That's why I joined a sex cult. I was in a sex cult till I was 14. It was called Catholicism. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Come on. The Vatican is just a retirement home for pedophiles. Just let it go. Let it the fuck go. Anyway, I've done everything for sex. I've watched all the Housewives. I've seen The Notebook 37 times. Yes, I keep counting. Like, I've done this. What's this fucking sex cult? You could put sex in front of anything and I would join and be like, hey, Dom, you want to go to a McDonald's later? No, man, I'd never go to a McDonald's. That food will murder you. You want to go to a sex McDonald's later? Fuck it, McRib me up. Let's see where the night takes us. Hey, Dom, you want to go to a Nazi rally later? Why would I ever go to a Nazi rally? The people are fucking terrible. You want to go to a sex Nazi rally later? I like blonde women. I'll hear them out. I don't have to believe it, right? Hey, Dom, you want to go to a Nickelback concert later? No, that music is ear aids. I would never go to a Nickelback concert. You want to go to a sex Nickelback concert later? No, that music is ear aids. I would never go to a sex Nickelback concert. All right, then one more before I get out of here. Yeah, let's go with this one. One of my favorite activities is getting stoned and watching Bob Ross. You guys into that shit? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Fun fact about Mr. Bob Ross, did you know before he became Happy Painter Man, he was a drill instructor in the United States Air Force? Yeah, which makes me think, dear God, I wish he was Arlie Ermey in Full Metal Jacket. Can you imagine that? Just coming in one day like, hi there. Welcome to Air Force Boot Camp. I'm your drill instructor, Bob Ross. Any of you maggots get out of line, I'm gonna rip off your head and shit out of your neck. What's that sound like you got up there, you sick son of a bitch? Hey, Private, where are you from? Texas? Oh, all I hear they got there was steers, queers, and happy little clouds, you know, you just put them on. You know, sometime you're raining hellfire down on Charlie, and you may kill some innocent women and children. Uncle Sam just likes to call those happy accidents. This is my fan brush, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for... I'm just shaking the devil out of it on the third row. I'm not totally you guys.
Don't be here, Tom. Tom, I told everybody, fuck yeah. When I restarted the Mint, I was thinking like, who do I book that's gonna come on stage and fucking get him into fucking pow? And you're the guy, dude. And how did you know I met him at the swap meet? Seriously, where did I meet you guys?
I didn't talk me.
I literally met them at the swap meet. You racist fuck, get off the stage, God, I pull up.
All right, Dummy Tola! Don't forget to check out the Sports Experience podcast. Every time I see Bob Ross painting like a nice lake with trees, I always want him to put in just like a little plastic bag at the bottom corner. Just make it really realistic. Okay, we have a great comic coming for you right now to the stage. Your next performer performs all over. He's been at the Comedy Store, House of Comedy, Tempe Improv. He performs everywhere. He's been doing it for a while now, and he's really one of the funniest people in Arizona, I think. Please, right now, give a very, very warm welcome to Glendon Sin Black McGee.
This is like if they put the Tonight Show on Telemundo. All they need is like a Mexican Johnny Carson. Hola! Instead of ale.
Like these millennials know who Johnny Carson is.
Yeah. Well, shut up. I don't know. I mean, thank you for letting a Negro come from Phoenix with two other Negroes and take your stage.
We're happy to have you.
Showing that we're gonna stand up to Joe Biden when he finally goes crazy and tries to kill us all with his bare hands. See that old bastard fall up the stairs? How do you fall upstairs? Fucking crippled, and I was just baffled. Like, damn, we went from a white dude that wore a weave. To a white man that falls upstairs. How do you fall upward? That kind of goes against gravity. Old white people. So. They do, man. We keep voting for them. When I seen Trump and him sniffing teenage girls' hair, I'm like, we're done here. We're done here. There's obviously no fucking choice. Just an old fucking creep and an old fucking creep. Man, I'm sorry I'm talking about you guys as president and bringing down the I stopped having presidents when I voted for the first time. They fucking cheated and gave that shit to the other guy. That shit was fucking crazy. Bush won, I voted, and then they were like, no, Al Gore's not the president. This guy who hates you is. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But doing mushrooms is awesome. Yeah. It's really funny though, especially if you do it with like a hippie. Cause I did I ate the mushrooms with this fucking hippie. All we did was end up saying some crazy shit to each other. Cause he started getting high and he just got to thinking real deep. And he goes, girl, paying taxes is just like basically paying to exist. I was fucked up by what he said, you know what I'm saying? So I just stood and stared for like 10 seconds. And I was like, dude, you are totally blowing my fucking mind. Because I had no idea this is what fucking poverty-stricken white people think about, you know? And he said, what? When I said, football players are just people who dress like cars who get paid a lot of money to just to crash. Then we laughed and hit the bong and shared a vegan salad. Great time.
That's a great night.
And for some reason I woke up outside of the jail with a carton of cigarettes in my hand. It was crazy. So if you ever get a chance to do mushrooms with a hippie, fucking do that shit. You know? Maybe it wasn't even a hippie. Maybe I was just doing it by myself while watching Brady Bunch. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because psychedelics are fucking awesome. It's the only thing that made me not hate white people so much. I don't hate. I don't hate white people. I just no, I don't. I just dislike how you talk. This is why they don't let black people into the places. I understand. I learned a lot. This is why racism exists. The fact that black people won't check that shit. You know? We won't say shit to white people. We'll just make an excuse for it. No, he doesn't know any better. Like, it's fucked up, man, because old white, I'm just gonna say it, old white racist white people are fucking, they're fucking funny. Because, like, it's like they pick a time where it was cool to hate black people and stay there, you know? Like I went to Fry's, right? It's fucked up to have a racial encounter like Fry's and shit. So I went, like I bought some shit, you know, and I'm on my way out, and this fucking old white dude, man, it was so ancient that I was blown. Like, he called me a moon cricket. Yeah, a moon cricket. Yeah. I'm guessing that's some Vietnam racism or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. And he also called me a mud puppy. Yes, a mud puppy. Man, so I was just taken aback, right? So I didn't even get mad. I just walked up to him and I was just like, I don't know when the last time it was you catcalled a guy. And I'm not gay. But I will say this. You're not gonna get any black boy pussy with that language. Telling me like his afro. Telling me he has Betty Davis eyes. Or just call him the N-word. You never know. He might be super the She laughed too. I love her. She likes black people. She is very she's dated a few of us. I've never been with a white girl before. It's crazy. I know you guys just got all quiet. Because that's what you guys, like, I know that's like the shit y'all do here, you know, just date each other, jungle fever is wild, you know, but it's not like, because I'm like a racist or like, I'm scared to date white women or I'm not down with the swirl, you know. No, it's none of those reasons at all. I just can't wrap my mind around the idea of being with a girl who got her real hair, you know? girl, she leave 3 braids in the bed.